They forgot I existed. For 9 long years, the people who once called themselves my family disappeared into silence. No calls, no visits, no messages. I tried to pretend that didn't hurt, but the truth is, it broke me. On the night of my college graduation, I looked out into the crowd and saw only an empty seat where my parents should have been. That was the moment I realized that sometimes the people who are supposed to love you the most are the first to forget you. I left home with nothing but a duffel bag and a promise to myself. One day, they would remember my name. I worked every job I could find: waiter, driver, cleaner, anything to stay afloat while I taught myself how to build something from nothing. Most nights, I fell asleep with my laptop on my chest and a list of dreams taped to the wall. And even when no one believed in me, I kept believing in the version of me that could make it.
A year later, I stood on a stage telling my story. I told the audience that everyone wants to succeed, but no one asks what success takes away. I told them that revenge doesn't heal you, peace does. The crowd was silent, listening, and for the first time, that silence didn't hurt. It felt whole. That night, I stood overlooking the city where it all began. The skyline glittered and my phone buzzed with a message from my mother. "Dinner Sunday? Your father's cooking again." I laughed. After 9 years of silence, that simple message was enough. They forgot I existed, but I'll never forget what that taught me. It taught me that being unseen doesn't mean you have no worth. It means you're still becoming who you're meant to be. It taught me that forgiveness is the quietest kind of victory, because the best revenge isn't proving them wrong. It's finding peace so deep that you no longer need to.
Years passed. I built my own company from the ground up, a tech idea everyone once laughed at. But when it finally succeeded, when the world suddenly wanted to know my story, so did my parents. After nearly a decade of silence, my phone lit up with their names again. My mother said they were proud. My father said I owed them for the birthdays they missed. Oh, that word echoed through my chest like thunder. They had forgotten me when I needed them most, and now that I was someone worth knowing, they remembered. They came to see me at my office, carrying old photos and pretending nothing had happened. I didn't argue. I just showed them the place where every piece of my pain had turned into progress. Then I invited them to dinner, not in a fancy restaurant, but in the same small apartment where I had once counted coins to pay rent. I laid every unanswered message and missed call in front of them. I didn't raise my voice. I simply said, "You said I owe you for every birthday you missed? That's what these are for." They sat in silence, unable to meet my eyes. My father whispered that he didn't want my money. For the first time, I believed him. When they left that night, I felt lighter, not because I had won, but because I had finally let go. I had spent so many years chasing success to prove them wrong that I forgot what peace felt like. Then betrayal found me again, this time from someone I trusted, my co-founder, my friend. He sold the company behind my back, cutting me out of the dream I had built. For a moment, it felt like history repeating itself. But instead of anger, I felt clarity. I confronted him in silence, exposed the truth, and walked away without revenge. I signed everything away, not for money, but for freedom. I started over, this time on my own terms. I began mentoring young people, helping them build their ideas without losing themselves in the process. That's when I realized success isn't about how many people finally notice you, it's about how many you help notice themselves. My parents began to call again, slowly, gently, not to ask for anything, just to talk. It wasn't perfect, but it was real.